Greetings and salutations at Internet Distance. It is I, Wolfphototech, and here we are with another delightful video. This time I'm going to show you the Relics deck for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You can also use this for Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remaster, as the conversion between the two editions is actually quite easy in the case of the Relics deck, because a lot of the characteristics that pertain to various items in the Relics deck are not really of great significance to the changes in Pathfinder 2nd Edition to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remaster. However, it is important to note that some items, relics, are tied to alignment, and some are tied to positive and negative energies. And as such, when you deal with the items that are tied to alignment, simple is good is to holy, and unholy is to evil. And then lawful and chaotic are just, it doesn't really matter. You have a standard format on these cards. You got the name, and whether it's what kind of classification it is, as well as various key terms, and whether it requires, whether there's an aspect like air or activation, how many actions. You got a variety of them with some variation in design. I like flip through these a little bit and get a different example. I'll go to this card. Another one, which is plant. You got celestial, you got air, you got beast. There's a beast one. Slight difference in some components, fury gift, and so forth. There's a few examples. And so forth. And then I'm gonna, oh my goodness, get the other deck out. I'm gonna make sure that you have a good variety of examples. You got a few more examples. And besides the blessings of various gifts and stuff like that, there's also straight up items in the deck as well. As before, the other cards were basically like with designs on the back for blessings. Here's a soul one. Another one. Oops. So forth. These cards are fairly useful for game masters to have for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. However, these are not super key things. This is usually stuff that ties into later, mid to later in campaigns. Life Warden. And you can entirely get around not using these cards. However, they are handy to hand to players in a moment when you need to really keep moving along. Relic gifts rules and information on it. So this is entirely optional. I would place this somewhat in the territory of, it's nice to have them, but you can just ignore them and don't even worry about buying in this deck. MSRPs for, oh goodness gracious, $22.99. So if you don't have $22.95, you don't need to necessarily buy these cards because you're perfectly fine without them. They are handy for if you want to really add in the relics mechanic into Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Other than that, I would place them like around like a 3.25 star territory to 3.5. It's recommended if you really want to get really deep into extra stuff for your Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. However, you're perfectly fine just continuing on without them. So, there you go. Fire. A fire gift, and that's the card. Or should I do proper hand? Okay, so there you go. Just made sure you got a bunch of examples there. I do say that they're really cool and they're really useful in practice and concept. And other than that, yeah. Still, you don't really need them. They're just nice to have for when you really want to add something in. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a delightful day and nice week and a month. And I just fudged my whole ending line there. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it around, like the video, and subscribe. I hope you have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month. And see you next time. Ciao.